there Gemini, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This will be your monthly intuitive reading for December. Gemini, we will get started with the Sacred Power reading cards and then go to the Work Your Light Oracle, get you an overarching tarot energy from the Moonchild Tarot, and I'll be then getting the tarot story out with the Rider-Waite and the Star Child Tarot. So I'm sure many of us are looking forward to closing out this year. It has been a big one, guys, and just acknowledge what you've been through and how you've grown and how you've managed to cope with it, because you know, the universe only gives you what you can handle. You know, you are part of this shift for a reason. You are here for a reason in this time, incarnated on earth. That is what Source wants you to know. You may also be getting a little bit more of a connection to Source. I believe that we've all kind of ascended a bit throughout this year. You know, a lot of us have done some soul searching, have dug a little deeper, have gotten to know ourselves a little better. What else do we have? Well, it's right out there. I've got two actually. I've got compassion. You might have had a bit of a heart opening as you begin to move into the unity consciousness, which is kind of what we're going through at the moment, that shift into 5D, realizing that we might be from all different parts of the world and circumstances, but what we've been through this year has touched us all, and we can really have, you know, compassion and empathy for all of our fellow inhabitants of Earth. Purification, I think it's been a really big year of purifying out what doesn't serve, what is not in alignment. You know, I think Mother Gaia has also been going through purification. Maybe you are still starting to acknowledge truths in your life. Some of you might have had some time to look at your fitness, your health, your diet, and purify yourself in that way also. Let's go to the Work Your Light. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right, we'll take this one here. I have got Priestess. Yeah, how are you being called to step up and lead? This is that kind of ascension, you know, stepping into, whether you're male or female, stepping into that priestess energy, which obviously reminds me of the high priestess, which is somebody who's really beginning to be deeply tuned into their intuition to use that guidance from Source that's come through maybe after a heart awakening, a heart opening. And it's sort of saying that now that you're kind of a little bit more in touch with it, how are you being called to step up and lead? Are you being called to move into a slightly different role in your life, to work in a slightly different way, to use your energy in different ways? It's a really beautiful energy. So let's go to the Moonchild Tarot for an overarching tarot energy. That one's poking out. Okay, yes. Judgment. It's kind of feeling that, guys. I mean, it's almost like judgment time at the moment. I always find that the energies get to some kind of like climactic peak about this time of the year. Now, I'm not like an amazing astrology expert, but I know that I think we are moving towards the Great Conjunction. I think it's around the 21st of December. We've also obviously got the total total solar eclipse and new moon in Sagittarius on the 14th. So everything's coming to a head astrologically, and it makes us sometimes feel more of an intensity in our lives as well. So Judgment says it's really time for you to liberate yourself and purify yourself from what has held you back, what has kept you limited. And that can be within yourself, self-limiting beliefs. It can be, you know, codependency in relationships. It can be addictions. It can be being led by the ego and consumerism, all of these kinds of things. It's really time to release ourselves from what I feel is the devil energy when I see this card. And is there anything that you need to move across to the world energy, which is the last major arcana, great completion? Or is there a second chance to be had in a situation here? It's the last call, and it's divine intervention kind of nudging you and saying, you know what, it's time to look at an area of your life and make some changes. And it's a great time to be manifesting the new as we head into the new year. So Gemini, oops, I've got the tower still turned over in the deck. I don't think it's for you unless it comes out after a good shuffle. Okay, starting from now. Gemini, with the recent past energy leading up to now. If this is your reading, there we go, Queen of Swords, Libra. You know, it's the real energy of boundaries, of transformation, getting the clarity. Let's go for the blocks, obstacles, and challenges. 9 of Pentacles, maybe seeing your own worth, raising your vibration. In the advice from Spirit or Tarot, I have got the King of Pentacles. I have got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius for me. This is Taurus, King of Pentacles. That is the outcome energy. I've got the 9 of Wands here. We'll turn that over as well. Let's get the clarifiers. Okay, 6 of Wands clarifies the Queen of Swords. I have got the Hierophant there, number 5 in the Major Arcana. Justice, there we go, very much that Libra energy. This actually just came out for Libra as well. And I have got the King of Wands here. The new moon in Sagittarius is going to be pivotal for some of you. That's what I see at the end of the reading here, because I feel like there is a completion. 9 of Wands plus 1 wand is some kind of cyclic ending here. So I feel that maybe up until now, Gemini, you might have been kind of taking a step back to reassess things in your life. And I feel like, you know, a lot of us go through that process at the end of the year. We start to think about what we've achieved. We start to think about what we didn't achieve. We start to think about what we might want to change in the new year in order to maybe, you know, change the course of our life a little bit. The Queen of Swords is about seeing the big picture, gaining clarity and vision on your life now, stepping into that priestess energy, so that you can use those gifts of foresight, of the information that's coming through from source, to purify your life by holding your boundaries, cutting yourself free from what is not working, so you can create space to invite in the new. She is about transformation. It's by, you know, making those good strategic decisions that you can begin to transform your reality. Both of these cards talk about victories, about coming out of a darker time into new self-confidence, self-esteem, and heading into a much more positive direction. So I kind of feel like that is sort of the shift that's already upon you here. I mean, further down the track here, Spirit or Tarot is saying there is some kind of justice situation that needs to happen. I think you've kind of been in the stock take, in the life stock take of like, what am I retaining for the new year? What am I releasing and letting go of? And what are the steps that I need to take? Now here in the blocks, obstacles and challenges, the Hierophant and the 9 of Pentacles. So one of the challenges could be moving out on your own in a situation. The 9 of Pentacles is generally a solo energy, an energy of independence and solo success. The Judgment situation for some of you may be closing out in a relationship, a traditional relationship or commitment with the Hierophant. We know we're going to need to be alone. That can be a challenge. Same set of it as a work situation, breaking free of the traditional job and going out freelance, starting a new business, entrepreneurship, all of that kind of thing. For some reason, you know, the cards are saying that there's actually a block or challenge here in stepping away from tradition and doing things in your own way. But the cards are also saying that, you know, if you are able to do that, it's going to raise your vibration. That's how you're going to step into that priest or priestess energy and invite greater sense of quality and luxury and abundance into your life. So the Hierophant is a number 5 in the Major Arcana. It's the point of change. It's the decisions that you take right now that are going to shape your future, your next year, the energy going forward. So what is it that you want for yourself? Because the cards are saying have faith. Have faith and commit to those changes. It's time to go your own way and to follow your rebel heart and not allow, you know, the traditions that have been passed to you to become your direction, to become your future if that doesn't resonate for you. Now in the advice from Spirit or Tarot, yeah, Justice and the King of Pentacles. So it's saying here that there is a change and modification that needs to happen. There's some karmic rebalancing, Gemini, that, you know, is upon you. Justice says that, you know, we need to, I feel like we're taking the sword here that the Queen of Swords has, and we are using it. We are drawing a firm line in the sand, carving out a valley or a gully between us and a situation. Could be between you and this King of Pentacles, which could be a boss, a mentor, a manager, father-in-law. It can be a husband energy as well. For some of you, this could be the, you know, bringing, you know, separation to one of those situations, because Justice can talk about legal or contractual kind of situations as well. So that is one possibility. The other possibility is that we could be, you know, closing out a cycle so that we can attract more abundance into our lives, build a business, refocus our energies, build stability and security as well, so that we can focus on, you know, the quality, the luxury, the sensual pleasures of the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, right? But in order to do that, we need to close out some kind of cycle of the past. Now, it's interesting, although there's the Ten of Swords as well. What I find interesting is that over here at the end of the reading, we've got the Nine of Wands plus the one wand here equals 10 of Wands. So I do feel that there is a burden or a weight that needs to be lifted, something that needs to be completed in order to create the space for the new year. The person that carries the 10 of Wands can't really see the other options for their life. They don't really have the vision of the Queen of Swords. So I think that has been clouding you. You've been going through the process of gaining clarity, and now you know you need to make some justice changes in the situation. Otherwise, we stay in the Nine of Wands, which is kind of like the almost but not quite. It can be the almost but not quite bringing judgment to a situation. It can be the almost but not quite achieving and bringing to fruition what we truly desire. So what the cards are saying is that there is a portal of opportunity opening up for you, potentially on the new moon of Sagittarius, for some transformation. Really, it's, you know, that total solar eclipse energy on December the 14th is a really powerful time to set your intentions for completions and new beginnings. So you might want to do a little ritual for yourself. What are you surrendering to? What are you releasing from your life? And what are you welcoming in? And really, we can see the three sand dunes down here, which is saying it's time to make new manifestations now, and then start moving towards them. What lights you up? What makes you feel passionate? Where is your energy going? Make sure you're focusing it in the right direction, and then you can really begin to move forward at pace towards them. So this is full fire energy here, so it's about getting ready to take action, to move forward. I just noticed that the King of Wands, which is Leo for me in the minor arcana, sorry, is just looking up towards that new moon, really seeking the new, the growth, the change, ready for the release, and really focusing on those new manifestations. So that's what I'm kind of feeling for some of you. It's like it's going to happen around that time, 14th, 15th, that middle of the month. I really feel is that kind of the release, the final judgment kind of time. And then, you know, we will be basically manifesting the new into the new year. Okay, I just wanted to pull one more, and this one's just jumped out, which is the Six of Swords. Look at this. You know, this is about a rite of passage. This is about letting go of the baggage and moving forward effortlessly. Yeah, I mean, we might be going into the fog. We don't really know what is through there. We might be releasing something and we don't know what is going to be put in that space, Gemini. But we just know that we need to go without the baggage of the past. Leave the swords from the disappointments. There could have been two lots of heartbreak here. Look, we've got two sets of Three of Swords. But it's time for you to head into that Fool's journey, which is, you know, a little bit of the unknown, but we know we need to walk the path. So I'm seeing a completion. I'm seeing a crossing the threshold. I'm seeing like an initiation into a new vibrational level. Priestess energy, Nine of Pentacles. But it all starts with releasing and purifying your life of what is no longer serving you, because we do know that if we hold on to those things, then we really stay in the energetic charge of that, and we start to obviously, you know, continue to magnetize towards us the vibrational matches for that. But I just love how this person here is in full surrender and just moving forward in ease and grace into the next chapter, which is into the beginning of 2021. Okay, Gemini, well, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective, may or may not be your story, and maybe just parts of it are. If you're called to share, please do leave me a comment. I do read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you guys, connect with your energies, and see what's happening out there in the collective. And Gemini, it's been a pleasure. I will see you throughout the month for plenty more readings.